Hi everyone, Happy New Year, and I hope you all have had a great holiday season. To start the year off, I have a brand new blog series that I'll be starting today that's going to be concentrating on stencils and all the different techniques you can do with them in card making. Today I'll be sharing a tutorial of how to make your own stencils with your Silhouette Cameo and some plastic acetate material. So to start off, you'll need the actual plastic material, which I just bought off of Amazon. It comes in a pack of 25 12 by 12 sheets, and this is a thicker plastic material that's perfect for stencils because it's durable enough that you can reuse it, but it's also thin enough that you can run it through your digital die cutting machine. So I'll have a link to this exact product in my blog post if you want to head over there after you watch this video. And this is a really affordable option to get a bunch of stencils. So you can fit 2 to 4 designs on these sheets depending on how big your stencil design is. So that means you can get up to 100 stencils with this one pack, which I think is pretty awesome. So you'll see the 12 by 12 sheets fit perfectly on my Silhouette cutting mat. So here you'll just see a quick screenshot. I have a chevron pattern that I'm going to cut. And you'll see there's already a preset setting for stencil material, but since I'm not using a Silhouette brand of stencil material, I actually had to tweak this a little bit. So I set the blade depth to 6, the speed to 1, and the most important thing is that I checked off the double cut button. And with these settings, I had no problems at all cutting all of this material and making these stencils on my Silhouette Cameo. I'm just going to quickly run through a few of the stencils I've already cut. The first two I used designs that I bought off of the Silhouette America store. So I have this design with daisies on it, which I think is really beautiful. And I also have a really intricate design with a fish scale texture. And you can really just look up any designs you want on the Silhouette store. If you just search up backgrounds or stencils, you'll see hundreds and you can just browse through and find the ones you want. And most of them are about $2, so it's pretty affordable for a stencil, which is usually about $7. And I saw that a lot of the stencils, when you buy them on the Silhouette store, are 6 by 8. So you can see on this screenshot how I set them up 2 per page. And you might have to shrink it down just a little bit to leave a border on the side. But if you fit 2 of them side by side, you also have a little bit of extra material at the bottom. That might not be big enough for another stencil, but I think this is perfect for trying out shaker cards because this is a clear plastic material that you can use for the window of shaker cards, which I think is pretty neat to get a double use out of this material. And moving on, I have a couple more designs that I made myself. So this first one has just a bunch of circles and it looks like falling snow. This is really easy to recreate because you can just make little circles wherever you want using your Silhouette Design Studio. And then I have some other basic shapes like polka dots, diagonal stripes, and just skinny horizontal or vertical stripes depending on which way. And you can see in this screenshot, each of these is set to 6 by 6, and this is how I set it up on one 12 by 12 piece in order to use my plastic sheet most efficiently. I'm actually going to be selling 4 basic designs that would be great for a starting kit of stencils, and I'll be selling this on my website so you can check that out if you wish. So really quickly, I'm going to show you how to use these stencils if you've never used one before. So I'm taking my skinny stripe stencil, I'm taking a sheet of cardstock and putting it down on some scrap paper with washi tape and then doing the same thing with my stencil on top. And I'm just going to take some distress ink and a sponge dauber and I'm just patting it down so that the stencil doesn't move. If you want, you can also use a temporary spray adhesive on the back of this stencil to make it stay put. And I'm doing this to create sort of a gradient effect where the top has a lot of ink and the bottom doesn't, so it fades off to white. this is just a quick way to show you how to use stencils, but I'll have plenty more videos of different techniques to use with your stencils later on. And once you're done, you just wipe it down. I'm wiping it down with a baby wipe, or you can just wash it over with some water at your sink. And it's cleaned and ready to use for next time. And here I'm just quickly showing you a whole bunch of designs that I made really easily with all my stencils. You can see some of them are really intricate and beautiful, and some of them are really basic, so it really depends what kind of look you're going for. You can go for a very bold look or a very tone-on-tone look, just to give a little bit of interest to your cards. So there's just a quick tutorial for you. You can head over to my blog if you want to see any of the product links, or head over to my website store where you can buy a package of SVG files of some basic stencils. I hope you found this video useful. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in seeing more videos in the stencil series, which I'll be uploading soon. Thanks for watching and hope you have a great start to your year.